Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to build an application using ServiceNow. The main usage of this application is employees can suggest their ideas. In process of building this application, I will be showing you how to create application, roles for the application, table for the application. Then we'll test the application by creating a record. After that, I'll be showing you ServiceNow Studio UI and we will design the form UI of our newly created application. I have logged into my ServiceNow instance. Let us start creating the application. For that, I am going into navigation filter and searching for system applications. And I am selecting my company applications. Collection tracker and to do are my previous applications. I am going to create new application, create new, and application name is innovate, and I am going to describe this as employee suggestion box. I'll be uploading an image, so that would be my logo. Click on create, and I am going to create a new role for this application, which is employee. Click on create and click on continue. I am going to use this as classic experience. Click on continue. I need a table for this application, so I am going to create a new table. Create new table and create table from scratch. Click on continue, and I am going to add a fields now. Click on add field. The first field would be short description. Field name is populated automatically and type is string. Character limit is 125. And I am adding one more field. Click on add a new field and field name is description. Field type is string again and character limit is 1000. I am going to add one more field which is idea type and field type is choice and choice type is drop down with none. We are going to add choices. First choice is cost savings. System value will populate automatically. Next value is process improvement. Last value is team building. And I am selecting mandatory for this field and I am making the other fields also mandatory. Click on continue and table name is innovate again and I am selecting auto number, prefix as INV, starting number is 3000 and number of digits is 6. Click on continue. So our files has been created. Click on continue. So now the table has been selected. Innovate which we have created. Done with tables and click on start. So it will start our application and description should be suggestions box for employees and click on create and done with apps. We have successfully created our application. I'll be reloading this page. So it is showing here innovate and I'm searching for innovate in my navigation frame. So you can see our application has been created I'm clicking on all. It is showing the list and I'm clicking the new and I will try to create a record cupcakes for all the employees. And idea type is team building and description would be cupcakes for all employees for improving their skills. Click on submit. So as you can see, the prefix has been created INV 3000 series and our record has been created. With this, we have successfully created our application. Next, we will be seeing ServiceNow Studio. Now let me open my ServiceNow Studio. For that, I am going into application filter and searching for Studio and system applications Studio. Click on Studio, it will launch and I am selecting Innovate application. I'll explain you the UI of this Studio first. The top part, these two bars are called as header. In this header, you can see who has logged into this instance. It is showing as system administrator and you can see menus for file. Using this file, you can create a file or you can import your files from source control or you can create an application. You can publish it and there are some settings, etc. And using source control, you can link to your GitHub repository or anything. And using window, you can close the tab and I'll be explaining what is these tabs. And using the search, you can search for any application file. If I click on innovate, you can see the files in the application. So using this go to, you can search for any application or using this code search. If you want to search any snippet of code or script, you can do that. As of now, in our application, there are no scripts. So I'm not using it over here. And using create application file, you can create the application file by selecting application category, so data model, forms and UI, whichever you see in the left pane, those are categories and table column. These are application types and this is the description for the application type. If you click on table, it will create a new application file with the type of table and this is called the left pane which you see over here. This is called application explorer and you can see the category, application type and application files in this application explorer. If you want to collapse it, if you click on this arrow, it will be collapsed. And if you want to minimize the all the categories, if you click on this minus, it will minimize. Next thing is content frame. So this white part which you are seeing over here is called as content frame. In this we can see the application files. For example, I am opening forms and UI. In forms, I am selecting innovate. So this is the application file. I will be opening one more file. I am opening the innovate table. So this is one more application file and this innovate is called as tab. So these both are called tabs and I have shown you before, right? In window you can close the current tab or close all tabs. If there are any changes and you did not save those changes, it will be showing you green color dot on the tab. And last thing is status bar. So bottom strip is called status bar. In the status bar, you can see application name, application version, and number of files in the application. If there are any unsaved files, it will show those. And using this, you can see the GitHub repository link. So if I navigate over here, it will be showing not linked to source control. Now let me explain you about the form design, how we can change the UI using the form design, and how can we add new fields using the form UI. For that, I am going back to my form tab. This grayish color tab is called header, this top part, and in the left side we can see field navigator where we can see existing fields, and using these field types, if we want, we can create new fields. Using this, we can select the table and we can create the views using this default view and new. So if I go back to my innovate table and if I try to open my record, you see the layout. There is one column layout and we can see only four fields. I'm going back to my studio and I am trying to change this to two column layout, and I am adding my updated and created fields over here. For that, I am going to my fields tab. I am selecting created and dropping over here, and I am creating updated and dropping over here. And I'll be creating a new section which is one column layout. I'll be removing the name and I'll be adding short description over here, and I'll be adding one more section and I'll be changing this to my idea, and I'll add description over here. If I click on save, it will take some time to save. It has been saved. If I go back to my innovate record and if I refresh this, see the layout has been changed. The UI has been changed. We can now see when it is created and when it is updated. This is how we can customize the UI or we can design. Now let me show you how to add fields or create fields using form design. For that I am creating a new view. Click on new and I am giving the name as advanced view. Advanced. Click on OK, and I'll be going to field types and I'll be selecting boolean type which is true or false. I'll be dragging this over here and I'll be dropping over here, and in this gear icon settings I'll be giving this field name as implemented. Close this pop-up and click on save. Now if I go back to my record and if I refresh this again, we can't see anything because this is the default view. If I click on this record, it will show me the advanced. If I click on the advanced, now it is showing me the implemented field which is true or false checkbox field. This is how we can add new fields to existing table using the form design. With this, we have completed our video. In this video, we have learned how to create an application, how to create the role for that application, and how to create a table from the scratch. Then we have understood the Studio UI and we have learned form design and how to add fields using form design. Thanks for watching.